so long it's like alchemy.
Draymond Green, Kevin Love. Both these guys are kind of the third wheel, right? They're not the superstars, but they're stars. And their intangibles and the things they bring to the table really could be the X factor in this series. So let's get into it. No doubt, Love is the superior rebounder, or at least you would think. But there's some reasons for that schematically. He's a much better offensive rebounder in part because of team philosophy. See, the Warriors prioritize transition defense and getting back much more than the Cavs. So there's times where a shot goes up and Love is heading into the paint for a potential rebound, where Draymond would be headed back looking to pick somebody up who's leaking out. Defensively, there's a caveat as well. With the Warriors' switch-everything system, Dre plays on the perimeter much more than Love. And when Love gets caught in a pick and roll, he can't wait to dive back into the paint to hide that lack of lateral quickness and pull down some more rebounds. All in all, the point I'm making is the numbers don't quite tell the story. Late in the game, they're both in the paint fighting for position. I think it's much more even than the numbers suggest. Now, a category that you would think is much less disputable is shooting. But that might not be the case. Let's take a look at it. Love, arguably having his best playoffs of his career, shooting 47% from the three-point line. Now, he struggled around the basket a little more, shooting just 45%, so the Warriors will definitely want to run him off that three-point line. And Draymond, on the other hand, all season, he really had a down year shooting the three ball. He lost confidence as the season went on. But all of a sudden, the playoffs start, and he's hitting straight wetters. You ready for this? The man shooting 47% from three as well on almost twice as many attempts. Now, I'll give Kevin Love the nod as far as post play. Draymond doesn't really have a back-to-the-basket game where Love can shoot with the left and right, has a plethora of hooks in the paint. But I do give Draymond the edge finishing at the rim, moving in transition, dunks and layups. He's just a little more athletic. Now, y'all know I'm a diehard Warrior fan, but that's not why you come here, right? You come here because I spit the real. And despite these numbers matching up, the reality of it is Love is just a much better shooter than Draymond, and we'll probably see that play out in this series. All right, calm down. I'm not done yet, y'all. Let's talk about something that Kevin Love would rather not. Defense. Draymond's gonna win the Defensive Player of the Year for a number of reasons this year. Versatility. I mean, who can switch out on a point guard, keep him in front, then go push Aldridge out of the paint? All right, well, maybe that's a bad example. Anybody can push that dude out the paint. But y'all know what I'm saying. You've heard Jim Barnett call him the greatest help defender he's ever seen. But that might not even be the most vital part of what he does for this team. It's the communication. The switch everything system, someone has to be talking. And Draymond always keeps everybody talking, and keeping everybody on a string is what makes this defense so special. Now, Kevin Love got a lot of clout for switching out on Steph Curry in that Game 7 late. People in Cleveland even went as far as to call it the stop. But the reality is, Love is going to get cooked by a healthy chef when he gets put in that pick and roll. I'll give him credit, man. The effort is there, but he just doesn't have the lateral quickness or physical tools to really guard anybody on the perimeter. And when that death lineup rolls out, he's going to have trouble staying on the floor. Now, there's a lot of Warrior fans, man, that wanted to actually trade Draymond Green for Kevin Love. Believe it or not, when he was in Minnesota, there was a proposed deal, Draymond and Klay Thompson for Kevin Love. You want to talk about the great white hype, y'all? Anyway, I argued up and down. Y'all listen and know who you are, and I was right. But yeah, that thought is absolutely absurd at this point. Look, Kevin Love is a great rebounder, and he's a great shooter. But Draymond has become a certified five-tooler. His toolbox, the versatility, and all the things that he brings to the table, he's clearly the better player and the more impactful player. And as this series goes on, I expect Love to find less and less minutes on the court as the death lineup starts to take over and Cleveland is forced to go with guys that can guard the perimeter. Hey, and y'all love these video highlights, the editing, the cinematography of these clips? Go check out my man KlayAllen. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. I'm out, y'all.